Welcome back, children. Good morning, and I hope you all are fine. In the previous video, we started a new chapter, Ranikhet's Gift. And as I said, if you remember, that Ranikhet is a hill station in Uttarakhand, and here the author, Rudrani Ghosh, tells the beauty of the nature when it rains. And till now in the chapter, we read that the sky was full of clouds and they were waiting for the rains, and when it rained, it looked so beautiful when the water started flowing from the hills, and it had a very different kind of melodious music in it. When it was thundering, the raindrops were pit-patting on the tin roof of the bungalow of the author, and gradually the noise started becoming louder as hail also started coming. Hail slowly, and the entire lawn, the entire surface was covered with the hails, and it looked so beautiful as if they are covered with white gravel. So, and when it hails, it becomes cold. So, the weather there becomes cold. Okay. So, the author has described the beauty of nature using different words to express sounds, express motion of the water and winds, and the beauty of the nature. Now let us continue with the chapter. So we will start from this paragraph. The distant, till now it was raining, and the rains have stopped after raining for few hours, and it has become totally silent, quiet. Okay. Now what happens when rain stops and it is silent, it is quiet everywhere? The distant mountains could no longer be seen. Distant mountains, the mountains which are far away, were no longer to be seen just after the rains. And neither was the winning part at the foot of our hillock visible. Hillock, a small hill. Okay. So it seems that the house of the author is situated on a hillock. So she's saying that neither we could see the mountains which were far away, nor we were able to see that round winding path. That round path cannot be seen. Why? The temperature. Look, the temperature had dropped considerably. Temperature dropping means becoming cold. And the clouds had come down from their heavenly abode to visit us. Now, so beautiful, na? Just imagine, it is all green and it has just rained. Everything is bright in colors, right? And you can't see those clouds due to that haziness. Dhundla. You can't see the path also. And those clouds have come down. Those clouds have come down to your level, as if they have come to meet you. How beautiful, na? They have come down from the heavenly abode. Abode means the residence where they live, their house, their home. I opened wide our main door, and the author opens the door. White. What will happen? And to my great delight, witnessed Lady Cloud. See, who is Lady Cloud? The cloud. She has personified this cloud as Lady. So to my delight, witnessed Lady Cloud floating into the house in a flowing gossamer gown. What is gossamer? Gossamer is a very delicate gown, floating. Okay, so she's saying the moment I opened the door, that lady cloud, it came to my house and it was roaming with her gown. Okay, that delicate, beautiful gown. Caressing our face, just प्यार से उसको टच करना. Caressing our face, neck and hands with her cool, moist touch, and the cloud made them feel very cool and moist, as if the lady is caressing them with its cool, moist hands. How beautifully the author has personified a cloud. So this is an example of personification. Cloud has been given the attributes, the qualities of a person. Beautiful, right? It looks beautiful when you open your window and the clouds enter your house. How beautiful it is. Gradually, the haze started disintegrating and the first glint. Now gradually this haze, that dhundlapan, has started going and the first glint of the sun rays shimmered over. Now what happens when this dhundla haziness goes away? The sun rays will come and they will brighten the entire area, right? So same thing is happening here also. Gradually the haze started disintegrating and the first glint of the sun rays shimmered over the velvety green mountainside. Velvety green because that green grass looked like a velvet carpet. Soft velvet carpet. While the dark clouds scurried away, and all those dark clouds had gone away, the entire region was looking bright green due to sun rays. What a drastic change! Drastic change? What change? That haze has gone and the sun rays have come and it has lit up the entire area. Got it? Now a brilliant blue sky emerged with contrasting, startling, white fluffy clouds. After rains, what happens? There is peace, calmness, and then gradually sun rays come up and all the dark clouds are gone and only few white clouds remain. Only few white clouds remain in the sky. So same thing is happening here also. Okay, brilliant blue. It was really a great change. Brilliant blue sky emerged. Now the blue sky can be seen very clearly with few white clouds. White fluffy clouds. It was an artist's delight. Artists who like to draw, paint, who like to write poetry, they are highly influenced with such a beautiful nature. So to an artist's delight, with all those shades of green, now if you are on a higher land, you can see the land below with green has different shades of green. Even if you have traveled through a train, you might have noticed that even if it is a farmland, a field, you will find that the shades of green are different. It is never the same shade of green everywhere. सब जगह green नहीं रहता है, एक ही shade नहीं रहता है. It differs. Somewhere it is light, somewhere it is dark. So each shade of green is different from other. The same thing she is saying that with all those shades of green, from the lightest to the darkest, and the flowers of every hue and color, and she's saying all shades of green can be seen and all type of beautiful, differently colored flowers can be seen from above. This is nature. On the hilly slopes, between the rocky crevices and every garden, where there were splashes of red, crimson, yellow and orange. So the author is saying, on the hilly slopes, between the rocky crevices means the cracks or the gap between the rocks. And in every garden, there were splashes means there were patches of different colors. You can see as if somebody has sprinkled different colors around. Like yellow, crimson is a shade of red color, and orange, and all these look so beautiful. The air was cool and crisp, and the birds and the butterflies were out again. And again the sun is shining. There were different shades of green around, with different sprinkled colored flowers, butterflies and birds around. We too went out for our daily walk. Now, because it's so beautiful, the author herself with the family went out to a walk. We too went out for our daily walk. It was her routine, so she went out amazingly. There was to be found neither a puddle nor a muddy patch. Puddle, a khadda filled with water, a muddy patch, gili mitti, or somewhere you can stuck your teacher jaisa type. So the author is saying it had rained so much for so many hours, heavily, but still nowhere the water has accumulated. No puddle, no muddy patch. Why? Because there are two reasons. The soil here is sandy. Sandy soil does not absorb water for a long time. It let the water go. The pani ko behne deti. Okay. And second thing, it was a hilly area. In hilly areas, there are rocks. So rocks also allow the water to flow. And being a highland, the water will obviously flow down. So no question of any puddles and muddy patches. The soil being rocky and sandy either dried easily or the water made its way downhill. The water flew down the hill or the sand has absorbed. Now that the sky had cleared, sky is clear, the whole mountain range was in view. Now because the entire sky was clear, now she can clearly see those mountains which were far away. She was not able to see those mountains earlier due to haze. But now she can see those mountains very clearly. A full 180-degree stretch of snow-clad mountains. 180-degree means 360-degree means full circle. If I turn around like this is 360. And 180 means from my right to left, here to here. This is your 180. 180 degree. So 180 degree stretch of snow-clad mountains. So if I start looking from here till here and there, it was all mountains far away. Snow-clad means covered with snow. Right? Gleamed and glistened in the last rays of the sun. Why the last rays? Because it was now evening. It was now evening and these rays were the last means the sun was about to set. So when these rays they fell on mountains, snow-clad mountains, these mountains gleamed and glistened, means they shone brightly. Why? Because they were covered with snow, and when there was sun rays on the snow, that white snow was shining. Got it? We stood mesmerized. What is the meaning of mesmerized? You are lost. You are trapped by the beauty or something that you lose your actual sense, and you are just ho gaya. You can say aap ho gaya usme. As the reflection of the setting sun on the snow seemed to set the whole range ablaze. When the sun rays of the setting sun fell on that range of snow-clad mountains, the entire range was shining, and it was looking so beautiful. The orange glow began. So when the sun starts setting, what happens? The sky starts becoming orangish, right? The clouds also and the sky also. People go to see that setting sun. So the orange glow began to spread and smeared itself on the surrounding clouds, and that sky started becoming orange, and due to that orange sky, the clouds which were there in the sky in that zone also gave the shades of orange. Slowly yet steadily mingling with the darkness, and gradually that orange color started becoming darkest, and became dark because the sun was setting, and the night was approaching. Day went away, and even the evening was going, and the night has approached. Darkness as night gradually let down her curtains, and the night has pulled her curtains. So now it has become night. After rains, when it is night and the sky is clear, you can imagine what happens. So look, let us see how Rani Khel looks when it is night after the rains. We hurried home to find there was a power cut, and because it became dark, so they quickly came to our house, to the houses. They saw that there is a power cut, so they hurried up. Jaldi पहुंचे कि अरे लाइट चलेगी, जल्दी में पहुंचो. So they reached their houses, and there was a power cut. After a cup of steaming coffee in candlelight, after a cup of steaming coffee. So the steaming coffee, they had a hot coffee in the candle light because they were power cut. We stepped out of the bungalow to check the power situation. As usual, we also do कि भाई लाइट भी है, बाहर निकल के देखते हैं आई नहीं आई, क्या how it is looking outside. So the author also comes out of the bungalow to see what is the situation of the power cut and all. And what a magnificent sight! कैसी होगी sight? Power cut हो गया, अंधेरा होगा, अंधेरा में क्या दिखा होगा? क्या दिखता है ऊपर? Yes, a magnificent sight awaited us. It was the darkest of the dark night. Very dark, very pitch black, jet black, totally black. A creak of rattle made one jump. It was so dark that a single sound will make you frightened. But when we looked up, we stood transfixed in awe. Transfixed in awe means to be surprised. So the moment she looked up, she was surprised with the beauty of the sky. It was star-studded sky. And when it is totally dark night and the sky is clear, the stars twinkle so bright that you can't remove your sight. So, looking at the star-spangled dark dome above, the dome is the sky. Never ever had we seen a million brightly lit stars and in such close quarters. It was looking as if the stars are very close to us and we'll just take a hand and we'll catch hold of these stars. They were looking so close. Such brightly lit stars. We just had to stand on our toes to touch them. Bas, itna sa kiya mile. In that celestial aura, that heavenly aura, that environment, that surrounding, and ethereal beauty, and heavenly beauty of the surroundings, the tumult of emotions within was hard to express. And when she sees that, her emotions were just coming up, and there was a very uthal-puthal of emotions there. And she was so thankful to God for that beauty, and only a soft thank you escaped my lips. So that beauty made her lost such a beautiful sight. She said, "Oh God, thank you for this beauty." Children, I end here my chapter and we'll continue in the next video. Till then, thank you.